Do you want your soccer analysis more direct than an Arsenal set piece? Join me, Max Rushton, and The Guardian's expert soccer journalist for the latest action and news from the Premier League to the Champions League and all the way to the World Cup. We'll have chat more out of the box than a Dominic Szoboszlai free kick, more panellists than Chelsea have players, and unlike VAR, we know where to draw the line. For fine margins, fun debates, and full-blooded tackles, Football Weekly. Listen wherever you get your podcasts and watch the full episodes on YouTube.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
On today's Smart 7, energy support on the way as mixed messages continue on Middle East, new rules to cap vet costs and much more. It's Wednesday 25th of March, it's World Maths Day, and happy birthday Elton John.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
There were more mixed messages from Donald Trump on Tuesday as America and Israel continue to trade airstrikes with Iran. The US president said that Iran has agreed to never have a nuclear weapon, but is also still considering American boots on the ground, as he's deployed at least another 1,000 troops from the 82nd Airborne Division to the Middle East. Iran appeared to be letting some ships through the Strait of Hormuz on Tuesday, with a new $2 million toll scheme floated for non-hostile vessels. In Europe, both the Irish and Spanish governments have announced packages aimed at reducing fuel costs and protecting consumers from spikes in energy prices. Chancellor Rachel Reeves says the government is still working on the details of a plan for the UK.
Contingency planning is taking place for every eventuality, so that we can keep costs down for everyone and provide support for those who need it most.
Tory Shadow Chancellor Mel Stride was unimpressed.
On energy, on the cost of living, on jobs, on growth, on public finances, on every measure that matters, this Chancellor has left us weak.
With huge pressure on fossil fuels, the government published its new guidelines for greener homes on Tuesday. The plan says that from 2028, no new homes will be on the gas network. Instead, they will have heat pumps or solar panels on their roofs. The solar panels must cover a minimum of 40% of the ground floor space, and Energy Secretary Ed Miliband says the war in Iran has demonstrated the urgency of what he called escaping the grip of fossil fuel markets we don't control. There's also an intriguing new idea, small portable solar panels that you'll be able to buy in shops like Lidl and plug in on your balcony, as Energy Minister Michael Shanks explained to Sky News.
The idea here is that there's an offer for everybody. Solar should be a normal part of new homes that are built, but for households now, you can go into a shop in a few months' time, buy a solar panel, plug it in.
The Tories and Reform have been calling for an end to green policies and net zero targets, and they'd rather see the government open up the North Sea for more aggressive drilling for oil and gas. But Business Secretary Peter Kyle says there are plenty of modern and efficient alternatives.
We have enormous amounts of resource when it comes to renewables, but also the potential for nuclear. We are investing in nuclear, both large-scale production, but also small modular reactors.
The Competition and Markets Authority had good news for pet owners on Tuesday. They're introducing new controls for medication for pets to cap prices and stop dramatic inflation. A long-running investigation found that increases in the price of medicine for your furry pal has been running at twice the rate of inflation. Over 60% of UK households own a pet, and we spend almost £7 billion a year on vets and medicine for them. The British Veterinary Association welcomed the new measures, saying they will help pet owners make more informed choices. Martin Coleman, chair of the Independent Inquiry Group at the CMA, says regulation is overdue.
What we're going to require by law is that vets put prices of basic services on a website, that there is a price comparison service, and that vets will have to tell pet owners that they may be able to get their medicines significantly cheaper online.
You've got just over a month to register to vote in the local elections, which are due to take place on Thursday, 7th of May. It's a tough election to predict as Reform have shown consistent growth in the polls, but lost out to the Green Party in the Gorton and Denton by-election. With the Greens on the rise and with Labour and the Tories struggling, Tuesday saw the Lib Dems introduce their pitch for the local elections with a bake-off style launch event. Leader Sir Ed Davey says he's not concerned about a threat from the Green Party, and the party's Lisa Smart says they are more focused on stopping Reform.
We need to stop Reform bringing in Trump-style politics. We stand up for decency and tolerance and the rule of law, whereas Reform seems to be wanting to import what Donald Trump's doing to America with just chaos and division.
Still to come on today's Smart 7 in association with Metro, the Women's Champions League quarter-finals kick-off and tributes to a reality TV star. Right after this.
You know what's wild? Most people are still overpaying for car insurance just because it's a pain to switch. That's why there's Jerry. Jerry's the only app that compares rates from over 50 insurers in minutes and helps you switch fast with no spam calls or hidden fees. Drivers who save with Jerry could save over $1,300 a year. Before you renew your car insurance policy, do yourself a favor. Download the Jerry app or head to jerry.ai/ACAST.
Looking for soccer analysis more knowing than a Carlo Ancelotti eyebrow raise? With the World Cup around the corner, join me, Max Rushton, and The Guardian's expert soccer journalist on Football Weekly for all the latest soccer action and news throughout the week. We'll cover more ground than Jude Bellingham in a Champions League final, with conversations sharper than an Arsenal set piece. For fine margins, fun debates, and full-blooded tackles, Football Weekly. Listen wherever you get your podcasts and watch the full episodes on YouTube.
Welcome back.
Tuesday night saw the first of the Women's Champions League quarter-finals get underway, with Arsenal women facing Chelsea women. Arsenal had home advantage for the first leg, which they made the most of, with the game finishing 3-1 to Arsenal, although Chelsea weren't happy to have 2 goals disallowed. The second leg is on next Wednesday, and Arsenal's Chloe Kelly, who scored a great goal on Tuesday, was full of praise for head coach Renee Sleegers.
I think as a team, it's building momentum every game, staying focused on the job at hand, and Renee's an unbelievable manager who gives us a lot of confidence, so training hard, and I think that momentum that we're building is great energy that we're creating too.
Halle Bailey is a busy woman as an actor and musician. She first rose to global fame as an actress when she was cast as the Little Mermaid in Disney's live-action remake of the animated classic at just 18 years of age. She's since starred in the musical The Colour Purple and has been busy with her music career, which saw her support Beyoncé on the Lemonade Tour, and she records and performs with her sister Chloe. Now Halle is branching out into a rom-com called You, Me and Tuscany alongside Bridgerton's Reggie Jean Page, and she's hoping it's a hit.
I do really hope that this revives rom-coms in theaters. I think it's so important for us to be able to watch movies where we see ourselves and then also go and feel good at the end of it. Sometimes we just need to escape and feel our best selves at the end and feel hopeful.
There was sad news for reality TV fans on Tuesday as the death was announced of Married at First Sight dating coach Mel Schilling. She appeared on both the Australian and UK versions of the show and was loved by audiences for her frank and honest approach to relationships. She first appeared on the Australian show in 2015 and did 12 series along with 6 series of the UK version. She announced in December 2023 that she'd been diagnosed with colon cancer, which spread throughout her system. She was just 54 when she died, leaving behind devoted husband Gareth and daughter Maddie. Tributes flooded in for a truly magical woman, from ITV stars including Alison Hammond and many of the contestants whose lives she helped to change. Her former co-host John Aiken paid tribute. Rest in peace, Mel.
The incredible outpouring of love and support from every corner of the globe is a testament to the woman that we all know and admire.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Looking for soccer analysis more knowing than a Carlo Ancelotti eyebrow raise? With the World Cup around the corner, join me, Max Rushton, and The Guardian's expert soccer journalist on Football Weekly for all the latest soccer action and news throughout the week. We'll cover more ground than Jude Bellingham in a Champions League final, with conversations sharper than an Arsenal set piece. For fine margins, fun debates, and full-blooded tackles, Football Weekly. Listen wherever you get your podcasts and watch the full episodes on YouTube.
Traigan la manguera, que son 45. Cuando cumples 45, te toca soplar muchas velas y examinarte contra el cáncer de colon, ya que al detectarse temprano es más tratable en 9 de cada 10 personas. Usa la prueba de Cologuard en la privacidad de tu casa y envíala de regreso para obtener tus resultados. La prueba de Cologuard es una opción con receta para detectar el cáncer de colon en personas de 45 años o más con riesgo promedio. Resultados positivos deben ir seguidos de una colonoscopía. Pueden darse resultados falsos positivos y falsos negativos. La prueba de Cologuard no reemplaza la colonoscopía en pacientes de alto riesgo. No uses Cologuard si has tenido adenomas, si tienes enfermedad inflamatoria intestinal y ciertos síndromes hereditarios o un historial personal o familiar de cáncer de colon. Pide la prueba de Cologuard a tu médico. Para más información en español, visita cologuard.com/prueba.